welcome back to Selfcare Sunday. Today I'm going to be doing a lactic acid peel on my, I wrote it down because I can never say it right, Keratosis Pilaris, KP, chicken skin, or whatever you want to call it. I took a photo of it, which I'll post at the end, like the before and after. So I've already taken one of my left arm because it's the easiest one I could photograph. We are going to use the Lactic Acid 50% Gel Peel from QRX Labs. You'll need alcohol pads to clean the skin before you get started, little cotton rounds to apply the peel, and then a neutralizer because this peel does not neutralize itself. So you can buy some that neutralize themselves, however this one does not. So a fourth a cup of baking soda and 4 cups of water, or you can make a paste of the baking soda and water. When I did my face before, I realized that the paste, when you applied it, it was very rough and it basically scrubbed your skin right after you had already basically just peeled everything off with a chemical, and it was very painful. I don't think that would be the same case with your arms because the skin on your arms is much different from the skin on your face. So there are different methods that people like to use to help their chicken skin. That's what I'm going to call it because the Keratosis Pilaris, KP, the 3 most common treatments are ammonium lactate, urea, and moisturizer. I don't actually know what urea is. I was going to look it up and somehow didn't get there. So I'll post it in the section below the description what urea actually is. But I assume it's some sort of chemical. And then amlactin is a lotion that is commonly used, and if you notice amlactin, it's because it has lactose in it, and the lactic acid would help with that. So ammonium lactate was the other one, and then a moisturizer. So basically what happens is skin keratin builds up along your hair shaft, and it creates a keratin plug, which is that bump that you feel around all of your pores or hair openings. Products, there's a CeraVe SA lotion, a Eucerin intensive repair lotion that people like to use, and then of course the amlactin, which I'll link all of those below, just if you wanted to try those out to kind of go a lighter route to begin with. So basically the lactic acid is a acid derived from milk. It's an alpha hydroxy acid, and it penetrates the epidermis and it breaks down the bonds that hold your cells together. So I guess in this we would hope that it would break down the keratin plugs is what the goal is. I am wearing an apron, my Pampered Chef apron, because I don't want it to get on my clothes. I don't know if it would do anything, but I'm also going to be using my baking soda rinse with a rag, so I don't want it to drip on my clothes because then it's just going to like dry like a white spot, and I don't want that. To apply afterwards, I did get hyaluronic acid, and I got the Revitalift from L'Oreal. I wouldn't normally buy this from L'Oreal, but I did have Walgreens Register Rewards because I coupon, so I had a bunch of those, so I did buy a bunch of like L'Oreal products, which in the end I don't recommend. I ended up using their face wash as body wash because I won't use it on my face, just stuff like that. And it's spring break, so you can hear that in there. All right, so let me open this. If I can, because it's childproof. Okay, so I've got that. Get my alcohol pad. So this you're supposed to do gonna get another alcohol pad. So you're supposed to leave this on in layers. So I think like 1 to 2 minutes is the recommended time between layers. So I guess we'll see. So here it is. It is a gel, so it is kind of like thick. So let's go layer 1. It is burning. I should have brought a fan. So with peels and stuff like that, it's always a good idea to have a fan to fan or, you know, kind of take the sting away when the cool air hits it. I didn't think of that, but here we are. So I'm going to put my rag and my baking soda. And then I'm going to grab a new pad for my next swipe. I don't like to reuse them. I probably don't see anything wrong with it, but the skin is now kind of, you know, broken down a little bit. So I don't want to introduce any possible bacteria from that one into the next layer. So it's not really tingling much. I did not get the underside though. I was kind of nervous to do the underside because I was worried that I couldn't reach it with the okay. So I have very, very sensitive skin. You can see that the second I touch it, it turns red. So there is layer 2. It's not really burning. I could probably go like a 90% on my chest and my arms. My face, no way. The 50% on my face is more than enough. I should probably go down to 30% on my face, but you know, we want the results. So yeah. I should probably get up here too. I'm gonna get that better in the next one. So I planned on doing four layers. So I have 4 pads here. Okay. That's my hand. Okay. I want to say that maybe I won't get very good results because I can't really feel, I mean, I can feel that something's on my skin, but it's not necessarily burning. And I equate burn to progress, so I'm not sure. I guess in my mind, I'm kind of thinking, but we'll see. Because this is the first time I've done this. I can smell it. It smells like gross burning skin or something. I don't know. So when this is applied to your face, which is what most people do, I'm just an oddball. There's little to no downtime. I would say the only downtime that you could possibly have is if you go really aggressive with it and your skin, you could look, you know, sunburned for a few days just from all the redness and the peeling of the old skin and then producing the raw skin underneath. And also you might not just want to go outside because you don't want to get that sunburn on your face. But it does exfoliate, like I said before, and it, I'm worried that I'm like touching everywhere because I don't want to have to apply neutralizer all over my body. But yeah, it'll improve your blotchy, like uneven skin tone. If you have any like melasma underneath your eyes or on the tops of your forehead, which I do. I do have a spot down here on my chin. You could see it even under, excuse me, you could see I have a spot on my chin even under my makeup that I would like to work on more. My last peel that I did, I'll link the video above, but I was really nervous. I did it really fast, and I did a voiceover, so it's not the best video, but I will do a repeat of it so that you have a better idea of what it's really like in live view, I guess. So I'm gonna let this sit for just a little bit longer. I could feel like maybe something's starting to happen. But yeah, so I'd like to work on that more. Like I do have a lot of melasma. When I was younger, I tried, I can't claim for sure, but I think it's from, what was that face Proactive, that skincare system that everybody was all over about, like in the 90s or, you know, early 2000s. I did try that, and I noticed that the melasma came while I was using that. So I think that I either didn't use it correctly, or that it just wasn't good for my skin, or I didn't use enough sunscreen or something like that. But that is when I noticed it start. And then it will, you know, over time it'll help smooth your fine lines and like wrinkles and stuff. I mean, it's not going to be a facelift, but it'll definitely help. All right, so I'm going to, I feel like I wrung it out too much. Like I want it to be a little bit wet, but not dripping. Okay. So it is starting to burn a little bit more. So let's see. On. Now I'm going to fold the rag over and do it again just to make sure. Do a little dip. And then I'm going to try and just get a little bit more of the baking soda portion on my rag. Like the baking soda settles on the bottom if you do it this way. So I just got more baking soda on the edge of my rag, like I picked it up from the bottom. So let's see. I want to make sure I get all of the spots. I don't want to be out later and my arms start burning and be like, oh, I gotta go home and put baking soda on. All right, so I think that neutralized it. I'm gonna dry it up. I'm gonna pat it because I don't want to irritate it any further. So I'm only gonna do the one arm in camera. We don't need to sit here and watch the second arm for no apparent reason. Or what I might do is I might just do this arm only and then compare it in a few days to my other arm. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna do that. That way I'll see like a real, if there's progress or not type of thing. So it is more red up here. You can see the chicken skin right there. So I feel like it didn't go as deep as I would have liked it to, but it could also still be irritated. So I'm going to, and then here's my other arm. So I'm not gonna do my right arm. I'm just gonna do the left and see how it goes. We'll check back in on the next Self-Care Sunday. So I'll show you what it looks like compared to the other arm then. And yeah, I guess we'll just try it that way. If you missed last Self-Care Sunday, I did my nails and they're still going strong. So yeah, I do recommend that. I'll post the video link here so you can go catch that if you'd like to. And yeah, so I'm done with this for today. I will check back in next week on Self-Care Sunday and have a good day. Pop back on here to say, don't forget to put sunscreen on this. You do need to protect it from the sun because it is basically raw skin and it could further irritate your KP or cause melasma or other skin issues if you don't properly protect it from the sun. So I will be wearing a jacket today. I'm gonna put sunscreen on it anyway, just in case I have to take my jacket off for any reason. But yeah, so right now I could just feel the baking soda on it because I still need to rinse off like the residue from the baking soda, but we'll see. All right, now finally goodbye. Thank you. See you next time.